What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I talked about previously about some of the test markets and volume dealers that were being in this test program from Stellantis, where they took a flat $17,000 off pretty much all the inventory. The only vehicles that weren't included in the $17,000 off, because they already had their own discounts, were things like the TRX, the Hellcat Durango, but even like 2022 and 2023 Hellcat Chargers had that discount on them as well. And I'm talking about Tobin in Las Vegas. Well, it looks like that program could be expanding out to other dealerships. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I talked about this before. This is verified. This isn't like, oh, a dealer posted a fake price or something on their site. Tobin actually did this, as well as other dealers. They had different pricing depending on if it was East Coast or West Coast. Dealers on the West Coast that participated got a flat $17,000 off. Dealers on the East Coast were doing $15,000 off. And it was like no haggle. They put one price on the thing. There was no markups, no crazy stuff. Basically, I want that. That's the price. $17K off. Keep it moving. Have a nice day. It looks like Stellantis feels like that program was so successful in terms of units that they were able to sell that they may bring it out to everybody. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if they roll it out slowly to some dealers, because what they did was they ran it through their volume dealers first, right? So they already move a ton of units. And Tobin, in my area in Las Vegas, does move a lot of units. That said, which, by the way, in the event, if you ever happen to try to buy something from them, if there's any, if I ever mention a dealer directly telling you like, hey, they do this or whatever, if you ever try to buy a vehicle from a dealer and they have a price online and they don't honor it, or they try to play games with you, please let me know, because I will address it. And especially, at least with Tobin, I have communication open with the executives of that dealership group, so we can resolve those issues immediately. But for the most part, I haven't seen any issues with them. But the test market, I think, is huge. It will allow them to get rid of a lot of the 2022 and 23 inventory. Tobin's already had some pretty decent pricing there. I will say this: they are one of the dealers that doesn't post like the bottom price on the website. They are a haggle type of dealer. That's why I thought it was interesting for them to get into this program where there was like no haggling, no pressure from, the dealers. When you walk up to, when you walk up on the dealership, they wait for you to come in. You basically sit down, they do paperwork, they tell you what they can get you the vehicle. I like that plan, and I think we're going to see that come to more dealers here soon. And I'm bringing it up today because, excuse me, I'm bringing it up today because evidently it was so much so a success that John Elkin, the chairman at Stellantis, wants to move forward with it. I mean, it does kind of limit the bad dealers from being able to do scumbaggy activity. We've already seen Stellantis start to make some moves at some dealerships where they've pulled their franchise agreement. I've already talked about that. There's videos here on the channel, just 5 or 10 videos back if you want to go watch those. But to see that the manufacturer is now having some teeth with their dealers to be like, hey man, look, you screwing the consumers is also screwing us from being able to sell vehicles. We need you to not do that. So I think the one price program, with a nice fat discount is, I think it's the way to go, at least for this quarter and maybe getting into the second quarter before they start cutting the MSRP. I think it's the right move for Ram and Dodge and Stellantis. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm still driving, I'm still towing. No issues out of the Ram yet, you know, when we're over 1,200 miles in. So I'm pretty happy with the truck, in case you wondered. But we'll see. When I get in here too, that's the other thing too. When I do get in here, out here to Detroit, I will get this website situated. I said I would do that, and as soon as I made that video, when I tell you that there's dealers that watch the channel, there is. Literally, was it two GMs I talked to that I consider friends on a regular basis, and another one that I've had dealings with in the past over a customer that got screwed, reached out and said, hey, we'll work with you on pricing. We can ship cars anywhere. And you know, I responded, at least to the two that I consider friends, that hey, I need bare bottom, like invoice, below invoice pricing on some of this stuff, so I can get you know, customers the best deal. And I think we're going to do that. I think it will be interesting. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.